They thought that the, yes, very good. They wish to make as a India as a modernized country, and it can only possible if when Indians they can grasp the British. When they will get the such advancement which occurred in European countries, scientific advancement. Write a short note on NAM. NAM. Last chapter of history, non-aligned movement. Non-aligned movement. Yes. ये क्लास में भी बहुत बार बात हुई. Non-aligned movement. After the Second World War, the world divided into the two fronts. Eastern Front, which was headed by the USSR, and the Western Front headed by the America, United States of America. After the independence of the country, India didn't favor. It became as a neutral among the in between of these two groups, Eastern and the Western group. It continued to favor the neutral, not favor to the USA and not to the USSR. That's why after completion of 70 years of the Indian independence, India still as having the good relations, friendly relations with both the countries. At that time, the Yugoslavia, India, and Egypt, these were the three beginners which started the non-aligned movement. What were the recommendations? Woods this that most number of students which read that the education is marked there, they start to mark as a Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, midday meal scheme, scholarships are there. What rubbish is this? Because Woods dispatch came in India in 1854 by the Sir Charles Woods. It was education. What were these? First, universities, it will be set up in three presidencies. Which of these presidencies? Vatsal Gaba. Which of the presidencies? Vatsal Gaba. Yes. First of all, what it means the presidency, then the which of the presidencies where the Britishers marked that the universities they will set up. What it means presidencies? Vassal Gaba. States ruled by the Britishers. These were the provinces. States or the cities which were directly ruled by the Britishers were the provinces. 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 What it means presidencies? Yes. Countries ruled by the rulers known as the princely states. Princely states. उन्हें प्रिंसली स्टेट्स कहा जाता था. मैंने कहा प्रेसिडेंसीज क्या होती हैं? व्हाट इट मींस प्रेसिडेंसी? 7 बत्रा. यस लीजा, जसरू, युग. प्रेसिडेंसी से प्रिंसली स्टेट्स क्या होती हैं? मिलती हैं. किसको मिलती हैं? मुझे मिलेगी, आपको मिलेगी. Group of princely states known as the presidencies. No, those cities and the areas which were developed by Britishers at their age. Bombay already existed in India before of the advent of the Britishers, but it developed for the economic and administrative purposes. Those cities, areas which were developed by the Britishers for the economic and administrative purposes were known as a presidency. These were the three: Bombay, Calcutta, Madras. Bombay, Calcutta, Madras. Because of their strategic importance, port cities, these were developed by the Britishers. Clear? Presidencies, princes, and the provinces. Princely states, provinces, and the presidencies. Sit down, all of you. Clear, Vanshika? Repeat all. Vanshika, repeat. What's the difference between the princely states, provinces, and the presidencies? Louder, Vanshika. आपने अभी कहा क्लियर है. आपसे पूछा मैंने पहले. Princely states are those which are directly administered by the rulers. Clear? Provinces, those states which were directly administered by the Britishers. Clear? Then the presidencies, those areas or states which were developed by the Britishers for their strategic importance, for the economic and administrative purposes. कुछ area, हाँ जी, rulers ruled over areas known as the princely states. Prince से word आया ना, rulers का जहाँ rule चलता है. Provinces जहाँ Britishers after take over the power from the rulers, those areas directly gone under the control of Britishers. These were the provinces. वो provinces बन गई. Princely states नहीं रही, वो provinces बन गई. ठीक है ना? Till the independence, the areas are directly administered by the governor generals, viceroys, or British officials. These were known as provinces. Presidencies, cities थी, उन cities को develop किया गया अपनी importance के लिए, needs के लिए. ये तीनों बॉम्बे, कैलकाटा एंड मद्रास, these were the port cities. उनकी economic importance के कारण these were the developed. Calcutta, it continued as the capital of a British Empire till yes, Ramanji, till sorry, 1854. No, very good. 1911 till 1911, the capital of a British Empire, it was Calcutta. After 1911, Delhi. They changed their capital. For this, the Royal Darbar, King George V, it invited towards India. Very good, Vatsal. So, recommendations. Wood's dispatch, it recommended that the universities were set up in all the three presidencies. First, second, each and every district, it will be having their own education department. Clear? Third, government aid, it will be given by the Britishers for the growth of education. Government aid, grants दी जाएंगी. Fourth, education system, earlier which was a traditional, it modified into the levels: elementary level, elementary level, middle level, secondary level, senior secondary level, university education. Elementary, pre-primary classes to the 5th standard of education. 6 to 8 as a middle education. 9, 10 as a secondary education. +1, +2 as a senior secondary education. After +2 as a university education. Systematic form में दिया गया. पहले ये नहीं था. पहले रोल कॉल्स नहीं होते थे, अटेंडेंस नहीं होती थी, सिलेबस नहीं था, कोई करिकुलम नहीं था, स्कूल बिल्डिंग नहीं थी. ओपन एरियाज में एजुकेशन दी जाए. कौन सी? ट्रेडिशनल, रिलीजियस. उस चीज को चेंज किया गया. Britishers, Charles Woods recommended that the introduction of English in a school education with vernacular languages, regional languages के साथ English को introduce किया गया. ना कि मिड डे मील स्कीम. क्लियर वंशिका? मिड डे मील SSC नहीं था. These were the schemes opted by the government of India after independence to improve education. वो भी अभी 2000 के बाद. तो ये चीजें नहीं लिखी. Clear? Any other question? Next. किसमें से? नो, आधा चैप्टर कहां से आया? हो गया होगा. Next, who were the moderates? Dhruv. Who were the moderates? Are you Dhruv? Are you Dhruv Gulati? Dhruv Gulati. Dhruv Gulati. Moderates. Yes, just Rupka. Moderates. Because still there is a misconception regarding the moderate leaders. 16% of students they basically wrote as a Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Lala Lajpat Rai as the moderate. These were the radicalist leaders. Who were the moderates? Yes, Hedadwa. Education. Linguist. Very good. Yes, this one is correct. Yes, Dia. Very good. This thing you have to mark. It was a group of a Congress, dominant group of a Congress till 1890s. Because when in 1892, Congress split into two parts. Some of the leaders from the moderates, which were the disagree from the British policies, they became as a radicalists. But till 1890s, 92, it was they were became as a moderates. Very good. And what were? Sit down. And what were the demands? Lavlina Sarova. What were the demands of a moderates?
They demanded for Indian economic status, for the upliftment of the economic status of India.
Easy. First, to reduce as a burden on our taxes on Indians. Clear? Second one? Poon Swaraj, it was not a demand of moderates at their early fees. It was
to improve the economic status of India.
those three acts which were enacted by the Britishers in the 1870s and the 80s, repealed them. उसमें modification चाहिए थी, amendment like changes, repeal of the Arms Act, Vernacular Press Act, and the Ilbert Bill. It was as a demand of a moderates. Third, provincial elections, it should be as conducted country. Political freedom of Indians. Any other? Which are your point, Vatsal Gaba? Any other demand of a moderates? Separate executives, which marked under the Ilbert Bill, separate executives for the judicial system. More funds for the irrigation facilities, which associated with the common people, ordinary people. Clear? Yes, good job, Kaur. So let's restart the civics. Understanding our which chapter? No, understanding our criminal justice system. 5 chapters from the civics are there. First chapter, the Indian Constitution. Second is understanding criminal justice system. Third one as marginalization. Fourth one, law and social justice. And fifth, public facilities.
Sir, less expenditure
Yes,
on
good job.
army. Sir, less expenditure on army.
Less expenditure. Very good. It was also a demand of a moderates to reduce the burden of our taxes and reduce expenditure on military during the British age. Thank you. Good job. Yes, Dhiren, what is your opinion? Dhiren Mahajan. Dhiren Mahajan. Yes, Dhiren. Leave it. Okay, let's continue. Understanding criminal justice system. This chapter has basically emphasized over the fair trial, the procedure of a fair trial. For this, the police has played a crucial role. Police is basically responsible for the maintenance of a law and order, which makes the charge sheet, which arrests the accused. It helps the court to provide as a justice to the victims. It protects the witnesses. Any other? Investigate the cases. File charge sheet. What are the functions, works of a police? First, maintain law and order in society, in country, in city, state, whatever there. Second one, to arrest accused. On the behalf of it, registered the FIR. On the basis of the information, it has registered the FIR. On the basis of the FIR, it arrests the accused. A person arrested by the police known as the accused. When a case is proved, on a accused is known as guilty. Guilty. Yes, Dhruv. Dhruv. Down Vatsal Gaba. Dhruv Gulati. Dhruv Gulati, it will pass there, so it will publish their article in the newspaper. Then within a boundaries, they are not even the state police. No, state police, they can't be interfere in matters out of the bound of their judicial areas. For example, मकसूदा पुलिस स्टेशन, उनका जो टोटल एरिया है, उससे बाहर वो किसी केस को, किसी पर्सन को अरेस्ट नहीं कर सकते विदाउट प्रायर इंफॉर्मेशन टू एसपी और एसएसपी. They have to pass the information, approve them. Afterwards, they can interfere in other issues. और केरला में कोई इशू हुआ है, the criminal is associated with the crime in Punjab. अगर वो पंजाब से बाहर है केरला, for this the permission is required. Clear? So all this work has basically administered under the DIG, Directorate General of Police, DGP or a DIG, Directorate General or Director General of Police. Dhruv Gulati, stand up. Stand up. SP stands for Dhruv Gulati. SP stands for highest post in a district. SP. खड़े रहो. Superintendent of Police. At the time of the arrest, when a person accused has arrested by the police, at that time some certain number of freedoms are given by the Article 22 to the accused, or this is known in Indian Constitution as a DK Basu's guidelines. What are these? At the time of the arrest, a person it can ask for the arrest warrant. Warrant is what? This is the official order, judicial order, which has passed by the magistrate. Magistrate or the higher police official, it can pass the issue the order for the arrest of an individual. Clear, Vanchika? हाँ जी, नहीं, higher official, SP, SSP इस रैंक के DIG, they will pass or either a magistrate for the arrest. कोई भी नहीं अपनी मर्जी से वारंट नहीं ले सकता. SP, SP, SP in a district. DSP is the deputy superintendent of police. Deputy उससे lower rank में आएगा. SSP is the top most and superintendent and the DSPs. उसके बाद आ जाएगा आपका SHO. उसके बाद आप इंस्पेक्टर्स आ जाएंगे. ठीक है? ESI, assistant sub inspector. So leave. Let's continue. Okay, first, accused it can ask for the warrant. Second one, accused it can, if a accused is a girl, she will ask for the women constable. Clear? Under such circumstances, when a person has arrested by the police, person has committed some crime that is not considered as a legal in our courtroom. Till that time, when a person has not committed in front of the judge, police arrest ke time, during the remand, if a person has committed any of a crime, this is not as the legal. Yes. Separate prisoners are there. A child below the 18 years, for them the separate prisoners are there, where the child has taught by the teachers. उनके लिए education का arrangement होता है, even the vocational education impart to them. Yes. Okay, next. Article 21, which states as equality. Sit down, bro. Article 21 and Article 22 of the Constitution states that at the time of the defense lawyer basically protecting the accused in a courtroom. Only the public prosecutor has it's having that opportunity to cross-examine the accused, but the both public prosecutor, defense lawyer, they can cross-examine the witnesses also. Witnesses provided by from the side of the police or from the side of the accused team now. Yes. दोबारा बोलो.